What is up? It's your boy Kate Sif Wins back with my next legendary weapon guide. And this weapon is none other than the Night Flyer. Now, it's probably not going to be on a lot of people's list as a legendary you have to get, but just who it references is something that I personally have to get. But the Night Flyer is a legendary that drops only from an enemy that returns from Borderlands 2 known as Rackman. And he's one of those rare enemy spawns that he can only spawn on specific circumstances. So a lot of times, you'd have to save and quit until you get the parameters to spawn, which I'll show you real soon. But it's a Batman gun, basically. Ragman's based off of Batman, who happens to be my, not just favorite superhero, but my favorite fictional character. And the gun, as it says here, I have one rule. Well, it follows that one rule, which is Batman's no-kill policy, which I'll get to eventually. But and my version is a surgical Night Flyer, and it has, decent stats. As I said, it's not a legendary that not people are going to be getting to, but to get it, you want to go to Carnivora, and you want to kind of get, this area right here of the map is where he spawns, a little cave right here, and you want to kind of trigger the auto point, not right when you go to Carnivora, but right outside of the like the spot before you have that big, massive thing you chase in the story part of the game. But right here, as you look in the sky, if you see that little spotlight where Rackman is, that means he's there and you can drive there. Now, a little fact, if you are trying to farm him or whatnot, it doesn't have to be at nighttime. It could be during the day. I actually thought it was only during nighttime, but the spotlight will show up during the daytime. Maybe a little bit harder to see, but as soon as you see that spotlight, you want to take a vehicle and drive over to that little cave I showed you on the map. Because I actually found the cave earlier, but that's what I thought. I thought it was like a Batman reference, but there was nothing there except for like one like porta potty chest. But I was like, that's it. Like, there's got to be more to it. Like, why have something? And it happens to be there is a lot more to it. But I'd say you'll only spawn when the spotlight is here, which is just ridiculous. But as I said, Borderlands and its references, it's always referencing so many pop culture things. And as I said, this gun is probably more of a collector's item than anything, but it is fun to do. Now, I will admit I had to fight him and kill him about 5 or 6 times before he finally dropped it. But when you get here, you'll see a bunch of racks flying around, and there he is walking out the side door, and he's a little difficult to deal with, mostly because he just keeps doing that, teleporting and moving and disappearing. I like the sound effect he makes when he's getting hit by elements. Oh my god. And also, I'd wait till he gets down here just in case the loot does fall through, but if it does, I guess the vault loose will save you, but because he will go on the top of the computers. But eventually, when he does go down, yeah, I just can't get rid of that thing over here, but it will spawn some loot. And as I said, I had to do it 5 or 6 times. So as I said, this isn't a legendary I would get it as if trying to be viable, but as you can see here, it follows the one rule where when you try to hit people, it'll get their HP down to 1 HP, but you can't kill them. So it's it's definitely a Batman gun. Damage them but doesn't kill them. So it does all right damage if you can hit the critical spots. But as I said, I wouldn't recommend this as something you have to get, more for if you're just a diehard Batman fan like me. And it took me a little while to get it, because as I said, he doesn't spawn guarantee, and even when he does spawn, it's not a guaranteed legendary drop. But it is what it is. But if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button, send a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And hopefully I get some more of these videos out, because I do believe I found a Mario gun in this game. I'm not 100% sure about that. I have to look up this to make sure it is a reference to Mario, but it definitely seems like it, and it is a lot more viable than probably this gun. But I will put that put it up soon. But I'm currently right now just trying to farm for Guardian tokens. But until the next video, thanks for watching, and peace.